Hello and welcome, my name is Lynx, we are playing Spirit Sisters, and this is not chapter 18, this is chapter 20. There is a huge typo over there. It's kinda... I mean, I would say you can't even really explain this one, but whatever. Maybe it's supposed to be at some point chapter 18, but in the process it changed. Anyway, let's continue. Upon arriving at the smaller announced private sector, Wendy placed her onto the comforts of her bed, taking a moment to wrap her under the covers. What? Gosh, today was a long day. That's how I feel about this game. She said before letting out a tiresome sigh, sitting down at the younger girl's bedside. Seriously, fighting demons suck. Do I really have to do that 5 more times? I wonder if I can get Sheen to come back and help me deal with them eventually, because obviously nobody else is helping me here. She thinks to herself before looking down the sleeping figure. As her eyes wander on her recent companion's face, she looks over the girl's features and she notices how supple her cheeks are. Her pale white skin complements her silver hair, her big eyes that bring her whole face together along with her long white eyelashes, as well as small pink lips that sit tightly apart from each other as she breathes in her sleep, and Wendy realizes, wow, there is nothing attractive about this one. With all the compliments you throw at me, I bet you never really think you might just be cuter than me. Because she's not. Wendy smiles slightly, for things have felt like a roller coaster to her recently. She had to admit that the young sister at her side did make things a little more tolerable. What? No, she did not! Sorry, but I would say it's the other way around. That sister makes everything less tolerable, if anything. Come on. Come on. Got you, I think. No, I did not. Damn it. Yeah, like a fruit fly. Again. Blame me for having fruits in the kitchen and those bastards fly around. Anyway, when they get in, she brings her arms up behind her head, letting out another sigh as she stretches her back muscles. Gee, I just hope nothing strange is waiting for me tomorrow. You should have not said that. Before long, Wendy collapses onto the bed beside the young sister. Why? The exhaustion of the day finally catching up to her as she closes her eyes shut and enters into a deep slumber. Wendy stirs in her sleep, her eyes remaining shut after feeling well rested after several hours of slumber again. For feeling a bit awkward in her positioning, she slowly opens her eyes to attempt to shift to a better sleeping position, but once her eyes take the view of the current surroundings, she can't help but open them completely. Okay, instead of seeing your everyday average bedroom ceiling like she was expecting, she's met with a cosmic, magical looking sky. The sky was a bright galaxy, purple and pinkish, with a few other colors blended into the mix. Dude, she's so freaking hot, it's ridiculous. Dude, it's crazy how the developer gives us Wendy, and then there is Hibiki, that freaking muppet. Taken back by her sudden relocation, Wendy jolts up from her lying position on what she previously assumed was a bed. For she found herself on a bed no longer, not even in a bedroom, a field of green grass and reeds lying beneath her. Her eyes wandered above to register her new location. What the? Indy for said, like kidnapped her again. No, it's Isis. And let's be thankful it's the goddess from the Egypt and not, you know, the trash organization from trash country.
Ugh, I see you've arrived here nice and safely.
Damn! You have wings! Is she supposed to have wings? I will look in a second, but... You see, sometimes you can manage... Alright, I was about to say you can manage well with music, but then it got kinda louder for a second. Isis, goddess. I think we read this a little bit, but whatever. Major goddess in ancient Egyptian religion. Worship spread through the Greco-Roman world. First mentioned in the Old Kingdom. 2686 to 2181 before, you know, BCE basically. As one of the main characters of the Osiris myth, resurrects her slain brother and husband. Oh yeah, it's her, that's right. We read this. Like a very messed up situation here. Why does she have wings here? Oh, wings. Papyrus, one hand, Ankh. They were often depicted as kites or women with the wings of kites. That's not what I'm looking for. Isis with her wings spread on the footend of the outer coffin of Tutankhamun. A woman's voice can be heard from the imminent distance. Wait. Wendy's eyes venturing forward to view a feminine figure creeping in. She hot for. This woman was sitting on what seemed to be a tea table. She sat on top of a sandy hill, sipping on a teacup as she laid her eyes upon Wendy. Is that green tea? I kinda wouldn't mind it now.
Cat got your tongue? I would reckon you would at least have something to say after being in the presence of a goddess. Gee, not another one.
Wendy says before rising to her feet and sitting in front of the pink-hued individual.
I'm sorry, but who are you?
The woman in question looks a bit taken back by this reaction before setting her teacup down on the table.
Oh dear, do you really not know? I mean, it's only been a few centuries. Has my fame truly all but diminished to the point not even the Demigoddess knows who I am?
Wendy, not feeling any hostility from the other woman, decides to get up from the ground and walk towards her.
So, which goddess are you then?
Wendy says, taking a seat at the table the woman designated. The woman chooses to stay silent, taking a sip from her teacup. Wendy gazes down at the tea table both girls now anonymously residing. Across from the notable tea kettle is a gourmet display of various cookies and sweets. Oh, stop making me hungry. More than you'd think one woman could consume on her own. Wendy looks back up at the woman with a bit of a judgment in her eyes.
The goddess of sweets, I presume?
Okay. I feel like... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Great. Alright, never mind. It's back. It's back. It works. I don't know why my PC completely froze there for a second. I wonder if there is a goddess of sweets. Please tell me there is. Please tell me there is. Minus shitty AI, thank you. Tajima Mori is a Japanese legendary figure of the Kofun period, also worshipped as the god of sweets. He's I said goddess. What are you not understanding here? Search engine. Oshun. Also been described as the maintainer of spiritual balance or mother of sweet things. Ooh, hello. Ocean goddess minus shitty AI. In Yoruba religion, I don't know what that is. What's Yoruba religion? That's in Africa. Got it. Huh. To be fair, if you think about it, I bet that the lore for like African religions and so on must be super interesting too. I think it is.
What's your tone, brat? Have you no respect? Sorry. I'm just saying all those sweets are going to ruin your figure, you know?
Hey. Everything in moderation, I guess. So, don't worry about it. And I would say, so far, those sweets are not ruining that. Would be nice if those sweets actually, like, manage to give some growth in chess department, but clearly Wendy is winning here. But anyway,
I don't need to be told that, thank you.
Wendy notices the black-haired girl's hair start to move around in a menacing manner. Oh no, no, don't tell me you have snake freaking hair. Please don't. I can't stand snakes.
Oh, I think I'm starting to recall something. You are a Medusa, right?
Oh, Wendy, you little troll.
How dare you refer to me as a vile beast? I'm the goddess of magic, Isis!
You clearly don't know who uses your name then.
Oh, Isis. My bad. I mean, can you blame me? After all, I can feel the snakes radiating off of you.
Wendy takes this moment to get a good look at the woman. She was notably older than her. Oh, come on. Her appearance striking the likes of a woman in her mid-20s. Her skin was dark, and the only thing darker brewing was her hair, as it was as black as starless sky. She wore many forms of jewelry around her body and a limited array of clothing covering her modest but simple figure. But her most notable feature had to have been the brightly colorful wings resting behind her lower back, which we could have seen earlier. The colors range from red to green, as the giant feather-like features rest below her chair. This woman was undeniably beautiful, a sight that could truly be described as a goddess.
I see, so like said that, one of the old Egyptian gods. Little girl, what did I say about showing respect? No matter who you're talking to, it's rude to refer to someone as old. Oh, please forgive me. It was never in my interest to upset you. It's an honor to be in your presence. Divine, magical goddess. I suck. Isis! Isosceles triangle.
After splashing her tea on the table, the previous well-refined woman is seen mumbling and cursing at the young girl under her breath. Successfully being able to break the goddess's sophisticated exterior when they lets out a small yet honest laugh.
I'm sorry. I just can't stand when people act all tough and mysterious. It gives me bad vibe. How about we start over?
Wendy says, surprising the goddess with her much more earnest demeanor. Deciding to rest at her posterior, she clears her throat as well and dims her eyes.
Yes, I suppose that would be appropriate. So, my name is Wendy. Yes, Wendy. I already know who you are actually. You know me. How is that possible? Because, girl, I've been watching you.
Creepy. Stalker. You probably wanted to say stalker. A-L-S-T-A-L-K-E-R. Right? Stalker.
Oh, don't be so coy.
I just take someone to stare into a girl's eyes before continuing. She has nice eyes as well. Holy crap.
I see. So you do have it then.
Wendy blinks nervously at the sudden eye contact this woman and chose to hold with her.
Have what? The primordial origin, of course. Origin? Yes, the divine essence that predates the golden age of creation. To be more specific, you have obtained her origin. Her? Who are you talking about? What do you mean by origin? Primordial? What's it? What are you even saying? There is still so much you are not aware of, I see. No matter, we have plenty of time to chat about it. But before anything, why don't you have some tea?
Wendy looks down the kettle before closing her eyes.
Oh, thank you. I don't really like tea. What? I don't suppose you could get me some coffee, for?
Imagine choosing coffee over tea. That is the one flaw when it comes to Wendy. Nah, I couldn't care less. Coffee smells good for. I don't like it, but the smell is nice. My caffeine intakes come from energy drinks, if anything. And technically tea, for, well, tea obviously has less of it. In an instant, a cup of coffee poofs into existence before the young girl.
Oh, thank you. Honestly, I didn't see how one could crave such a bitter drink right after they were just sleeping, but I digress.
Wendy sips the mug up to a completion in a matter of seconds before putting the mug down.
Ah, thanks again, that hit the spot. Now, what was all that about an origin? Yes, as I was saying, you, being reincarnated by the Bennu, or the Phoenix, now possess several divine actors from us primordial deities. What do you mean? Tell me, Wendy, do you remember how you died? How I died?
It's been so long she hardly thought about it.
Well, my idiot childhood friend ran into traffic and then my idiot self rushed to push him out of the way. But we both ended up getting hit and then reincarnated by the firebird thing. Yes, your body was given new form by the great fire spirit. But not just your body, but your soul. My soul? Yes, to become a goddess, one's body and soul must go through a metamorphosis. In order to do this, the Phoenix converted your body into a vessel for consuming a particular type of spirit. Death-Knot? Exactly. So both the Phoenix and the spirits of Death-Knot are your origin.
But she also can use that other one somehow, so...
I see. You gain the title of Spirit Goddess, giving you access to the spirit realm, allowing you to be a medium to the spirits in general. Over your crusade, you seem to have been given the remnants of my sister. Your sister? Yes, my twin sister, Nephthys.
Ooh, it was only for a moment, but Wendy could see a sad face take hold of the beautiful goddess's face.
Nephthys. Oh, that was Seth's wife, I believe. Gee, don't even bring that bastard's name here.
Isis says, holding a face of absolute disgust. Wendy feels a sense of sympathy for her divine companion.
I see. So he backstabbed you to then, huh? Yes, he did. No surprise, it's the only thing he's good at. As I said before, since I've been viewing you for some time, I could see how he did the same to you as well. But old God truly is more of pain than he's worth. In any case, he seems to have given you her origin sometime during your training. As to why, for it is still but a mystery. What exactly has the old brute told you? He just told me that his wife was very beautiful as the night sky. Also, that her boobs were bigger than yours.
I already commented on that. In terms of you, Wendy and Isis together. Anyway.
Bastard! Did he really say that? Yep. Inconsiderate, no good, blasphemous, heinous, sinister, overcompensating bastard! Oh. Listen, don't believe everything that man says. He's a villain and a liar.
Wendy's eyes avert down to the goddess's modestly sized chest.
Who? So why exactly have you been watching me, you creep? Yes. Well, after sensing your presence reaching the spirit temple, I was able to view upon the many spirits that naturally follow you. Not to mention, you're the one I do have a direct link with when considering your origin. Origin? I still don't know what you're talking about. Ha! I forgot you're still novice to this whole thing. Your origin is just another word for your title. Wait, so what was Nephthys' origin? Well, that's a bit tricky. You see, we gods have many origins or domains, with one usually being more dominant. I was often regarded as the goddess of magic, healing, and motherhood.
Okay.
So even if I listed my sister's origins, there is no way for me to find out which one you have inside you. Well, what's this origins then? That I'll keep to myself. Boo! That's gatekeeping! You brought me to this stupid empty realm just to gatekeep me.
Isis lets out another cackle before smiling at the woman.
You know what? I'd say you didn't just receive her origin, but her charisma. You remind me a lot of my sister.
Oh boy, someone already said that before. Or... actually, he might have not said that to Wendy. But what else? Wendy took a note to herself. That was the second time someone had said that to her. Okay, never mind, I was correct.
Thanks, I guess.
Wendy looks up at the empty space, unable to help but ponder who Nephthys was and why she shares such similarities to her. Stars and rocks floating in the vast nothingness, she then ponders why a goddess would be residing in this realm. After a moment of watching the space, she realizes it gives off the same vibe she had received when trapped inside the spirit temple. The word trapped then goes over in her mind once again.
Hey, are you trapped here?
Wendy says to the goddess before her, who, after being asked such a question, seems a bit more anxious than she was previously.
My, aren't you a witty thinker? Yes, I am trapped here. But don't be mistaken, I'm resigning here by my own decision. Sure. So, what caused you to seek refuge in a place like this? To put it bluntly, I lost and this is my penance.
Oh, lost? Taking another sip of her teacup. If anything from her teacup, I highly doubt she's drinking the teacup itself. Isis continues.
After a crisis involving my husband, I was in...
Who was?
Who was your husband? I don't remember. I think I read about it, but I don't remember.
Goddess Isis' husband. Osiris. Right. Also, it was her brother. That's messed up.
After a crisis involving my husband, I was in a position where I had to betray Ra, the sun god. After my defeat, Ra banished me outside of the created universe, leaving me to roam this realm. I see. So this realm is one you created then? Yes, as the goddess of magic, creating spatial dimension like this was child's play for me. But enough about that. Would you like to ask me something a bit more relevant to your cause? What do you mean? I mean the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I just started dealing with those freaks. After he who will not be named set them loose. Ho. You say he will not be named, yet you still said his name in that sentence. How contradictory you are.
He who will not be named is the name, isn't it?
Hey, what? No, I didn't mean. Yes, I'm well aware. I was only teasing.
Wendy then puts on a pout face, not being the one to be usually teased at.
Those demons are quite a specimen, aren't they? Definitely some of the Apophis' bestest work.
Apophis. Sorry, Apophis. Apophis. Right, a planetoid or whatever god. Apophis is a primordial demonic god-like beast that dwells in the realm of shadow. Also called the 10th region of the night or a Baku, a great mountain to the west of the void where the creature sleeps just before the dawn. Entropy and void Apophis is driven to devour all of creation. Oh, it's Apep as well. Yeah. Born because of Ra. Interesting.
Apophis. The demon god, the lord of chaos, the serpent of evil, Set's master. Apophis.
A drop of sweat can be seen leaking down the corner of Wendy's face, never having heard of a threat like this before.
Damn. Well, after dealing with demons, I should have known there was a big bad to the whole thing. Yes, he's quite evil. He wants nothing but to destroy all of creation. For I could never truly support such an evil and mindless being.
Wendy was curious by her meaning, but decided not to press forward for her own safety.
But reminds me, it wouldn't kill you to reach in your knowledge of our mythology. Eh? What for? I'm not religious. Or Egyptian. Never mind. So these scenes, do you have an idea how I can better deal with them? Honestly, I'd say you're already doing a good job. The way you handled greed was exceptional and definitely a sight to behold.
You may be a novice, but you carry yourself as someone who's been doing this for years. I feel like she said that actually, but whatever. She definitely said that.
Well, it was no biggie. I just got lucky and he had been so prematurely resurrected. Yes, that's really fortunate for you. Honestly, if all the things had attained their full power as of this moment, they would have enough power to destroy the Earth 10 times over. Are you serious? I have to fight the rest of those punks then. You'd think there'd be more people on duty too, not just me. Wait, what about the cult? Can you tell me where they're lurking so I can beat them up to a pulp? Sorry, I can't do that either. Goddess of magic, my butt cheeks. Young lady, may I remind you, we gods are prohibited from engaging in earthly matters.
Early? I feel like... Was it supposed to be earthly? Whatever.
Not to worry. As you already understand, all the sins will eventually be drawn to you, taking with the gospels in your hands. As well as for your aid, you'll be receiving help very soon from some rather powerful people, I can assure you.
What do you mean?
You've lined yourself with a notable group of believers, so as long as you uphold their faith, defeating the rest of the sins should come at ease.
Wendy sits in silence for a moment, cultivating everything she's heard and everything she wants to say to the divine woman.
So, why did he unleash them? You mean Seth? Yeah, everything was going fine at first. He even told me he had you teach him things I would need to know for my training. After we were friends, but then he just... Seth is an evil god. It's in his nature to stab those closest to him in the back. Evil. Was he always like that? What, you mean evil? Yes. I don't understand. You poor girl, you should not let your feelings get hurt so easily. Seth simply was using you. There is nothing good about that man. Believe me, I would know. You seem to really have a rich history with him. That I do. We are all part of the Ennead together. Ennead?
I did Google that one.
Group of 4 self-actualized gods. Oh. During the first early centuries, we all ruled over the world together, with Osiris acting as king. However, Even back then, Seth would often...
I kinda like this style for the girls now. Earlier as well with Wendy, it was kinda funny.
Even back then, Seth would often challenge Osiris for the throne.
That's not how you write the throne, by the way.
Constantly battling each other for Egypt's supremacy. It went on for centuries. Honestly, it was so annoying. It'd be the only thing the scribes would ever write about. Oh, so you got no cloud basically. Yes, I mean that's not important. Anyways, his lust for power drove him to slay my husband, forcing me to trick Ra into learning resurrection magic. Then he fought against my own son, which lasted another century. Honestly, he's just been a stick in my ass for literally ever. Damn. Wait, you have a kid? What is that supposed to mean? Nothing. Just that you look really young.
Must be nice to keep the same form for centuries, right?
I'm over 3,000 years old, but thank you. In any case, setting those demons free has caused an unnatural balance in the cosmic order. So it's in everyone's best interest that you, the Vanguard, top our religious sect, defeat those monsters. Well, I already busted my bricks trying to beat greed, and ideas for the rest. Though I can't provide you much aid due to the primordial oath, I can spare you a few snippets of knowledge.
Ah, my eyes. Isis says before puffing up a spellbook. She pans it up before flipping through the various pages.
I see. Yes, first pride, then greed.
Oh yeah, okay, so supposedly we did beat pride, right?
Then it will be lust. Lust? Yes, lust will be the next sin, and with my spiritual deduction, I confirm it has already arrived near your vicinity. Seriously, I thought I have a briefing room between these. I'm afraid not. As you know, the Gospels will be the key to sealing them, and the believers in possession are the ones capable of breaking the sin's curse upon humanity. As your fight with greed has shown you, it's almost impossible to break free from the sin's bite once they are activated.
Oh no. I really don't like that.
But overcoming that sin is not the only way to deal with it. Fighting sins with virtue may be a given, but embracing that sin is not a bad tactic either.
Oh no, no, no. No.
You're telling me to give in to my sins. Not fully, and not all simultaneously, but some sins make up the foundations of who a certain person truly is. Trading to discard that will mean disowning that makes a human human. I recommend trying this tactic with this upcoming foe. After all, what human is not inseparable to lust?
I don't like where this is going. She says this with a bit of flirtation in her voice.
I see. Also, it looks like our time here is almost up. If you have any questions for me, I'd be happy to answer. Questions? Yes, I have some.
Pink?
What's with the pink? Huh? Ah, you mean the pink spirits floating around? Yeah, the ones I use are blue. I know she uses gold ones. Yes, those are the shoe spirits and the Tefnut spirits.
Oh shit, there's even more? Shoe and Tefnut. Okay, Tefnut is moisture, got it. There's Hekka, love, so that's her case. There's Duat, death. Sun, moon, Isfet, chaos, Kepri, life. Damn. Anywho.
We gods all draw our magic from the spirits.
Interesting.
And those spirits come in many different forms. For example, spirits from the sun tend to radiate orange, while moon spirits shine white.
I know, I would expect silver for some reason.
Spirits that emerge from the energy of light shine green.
Got it.
While death spirits are pitch black.
Not purple.
Those with chaos in their hearts can call forth the chaos spirits. And those with enough passion and love can call forth the true magic, Hekka. My pink aura embodies Hekka, the shade of true magic.
I feel like I've heard of Hekka. Was it in some anime? Anime Hekka. Power. I'm pretty sure there was Hekka somewhere and I don't remember where. Was it Danmachi maybe? Maybe, I don't, whatever.
Unlike other forms of magic, my potential is limitless and non-constrictive.
Nice.
Wow, that's pretty overpowered. Yes.
So where is Osiris?
Huh? He's your husband, right? Where is he? Oh, so you do know our history.
You do realize you mentioned him before, during our talk, right, Isis?
Well, currently he's in Duat.
The what?
The underworld. As the god of the dead, he acts as king and judge in the underworld, passing judgment on souls so they may enter the field of reeds. Or heaven, as you newer folks have coined it. Wow. That sounds like a stressful job. It is. He's been really grumpy lately. For it's my job as a doting wife to support him when things get too hard for him.
Good luck.
Yeah, being in a committed relationship for thousands of years is pretty commendable. Thank you.
I guess that goddess might be pretty cool overall, you know? Where is Horus?
Huh? He's your son, right? In the few stories I read, he seemed very important. Did he return along with the rest of you guys too?
See that? Touchy subject, huh? Okay. It's alright. We don't need to touch it then. Have you met Sheen?
Sheen? Oh, you're referring to the Pharaoh, am I correct? Yeah. I did. Only briefly. We hadn't really exchanged too many words. Ra was adamant that he be the next Pharaoh. I wasn't too sure about him at first, but he seems to be up in his way in becoming a pretty decent Pharaoh. Oh. And for this, he's done a good job at protecting my little kitty. Kitty? Does she mean bastard?
She definitely means bastard. Alright, let's try touchy subject again. Nope. Nope. Alright, I'm okay. I mean, I don't have any questions, so...
Well, in any case, thanks for inviting me here, but I really should get going now.
As she says this, it suddenly dawns upon the girl that she has no recollection of how she arrived here.
Wait, how do I get back? And on that note, how did I even get here?
Isis cackles.
You've been in my presence for all this time, but you only now care to accept. Ugh, your generation of people sure are carefree.
She says this, enticing a blush from the blue-haired maiden. After finishing her laugh, Isis brings a hand forward and places her pointing finger to the middle of the girl's chest.
As the goddess of magic, I have my ways of getting people where I want them to be. In fact, all forms of magic can be traced back to the original spells I had created centuries ago. But to answer a question, I was able to bring you here thanks to this little catalyst.
Pointing directly at the silver ankh placed around the woman's neck, which clearly does not exist, the girl looks down in astonishment.
When did she?
Wendy says under her breath, recognize the ankh in question. What? It doesn't... there is nothing there.
With this holy relic, I can link your spirit with mine at any time, so feel free to reach out to me if you're ever in dire need. Or even if you'd like to just have a little chat, I'm here.
Oh, I'd rather have chat with you, that's for sure, than be bothered by that walking silver garbage. When this vision starts to cloud, as the world around her starts to get hazy.
What the? Don't be alarmed, this is normal. Once you wake, you'll be back in your world. Make sure to continue to protect the church, as well as that serval hard sister.
Ugh, for fuck's sake. Why can't we just get rid of her?
I have good faith that you will be victorious in your upcoming trials, Wendy TATEGAMI. Wait!
Thanks for blinding me once again. The last fleeting words from the magic goddess echo into the girl's ears as her mind falls back into a deep slumber, for in the incoming hours when she awakens, she will return back safely to the real world.
That woman. She looks so familiar.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Nightclub? What? We'll find out tomorrow, I guess, considering that the chapter has ended.
We will continue tomorrow.
And we'll see where this is all going. It's so nice, actually, when Hibiki basically doesn't exist in the story. Like, I felt so into it now. Too bad that I bet she will return very soon. I swear, if this game didn't have Hibiki, it would be so good. I would have such a good time. But you think Hibiki ends. Anyway, this episode, I enjoyed. The little talk with Isis was neat. I think that was, in a way, informative as well. But it is time to end the episode, and of course the continuation will be here tomorrow. For now, hope you enjoyed. As always, if you did, consider liking the video, and if you're new around, consider subscribing and sticking around for longer. And we'll continue playing games. I wish you a fantastic day. Bye bye.